Gula. My name is Avanshna Priyashree, ID S11184175, and this is my ed350 microteaching assignment 1, and it's on geography. Let's begin. So class, today we will be discussing on volcanoes, but before that, let's do a short recap as to what we discussed yesterday. Yesterday we discussed on drought and drought affected areas in monsoon Asia, which were, can you guys give me the names of the places? Anyone? Yes, India, Pakistan, North Interior China, Sindh and Rajasthan province. And why is drought the most dangerous, has a serious problem than flooding? Anyone? Because it seriously affects our food supply and brings hunger and death. Moving on, we'll start with today's topic: volcano. What are volcanoes? A volcano is a rupture in the crust of the planetary mass object such as Earth that allows hot lava, volcanic ash and gases to escape from the magma chamber. What is a magma chamber, class? A magma chamber is more like a reservoir. It collects and stores this hot magma, molten lava, and when the pressure increases, when the pressure increases, it ruptures and erupts. The definition from our textbook for volcanoes goes like this: volcanoes are opening in the Earth's crust through which magma, ashes, gases and streams are forced onto the surface. Just like earthquake, volcanoes are common along narrow zones along plate boundaries, especially along mid-oceanic ridge and a subduction zone. These two words are new to us, class, and we will discuss these words in our lessons ahead. Hence, the distribution of earthquake and volcanoes are closely related. The two words that we just encountered were mid-oceanic ridge What is this? Who can explain? It is where two plates are moving apart from each other. Where two plates are moving apart from each other. This is a diagram just to show you how mid-oceanic ridge looks like. This is the convection current when it pushes the magma to the arc. This is the sea level. It pushes the plate away. This explains what a mid-oceanic ridge looks like. Moving on, a subduction zone. What is a subduction zone? An area where oceanic plate is pushed beneath the continental plate. Area where the two plates is oceanic plate is moved beneath the plate. This is an illustration of how a subduction zone looks like. This is how a subduction zone looks like. The oceanic plate moves beneath the continental plate, making the magma erupt because of the thin oceanic crust. Moving on, the zones of volcanoes that are around the edge of the Pacific plate is known as the Pacific Rim of Fire. This zone is famous for its major volcanic eruptions. What is a Pacific Rim of Fire? This is something that you have learned in year 8. Pacific Rim of Fire is a path along the Pacific Ocean characterized by its volcanic activities. The countries that lie on this Pacific Rim of Fire are, this will help in your mapping, it can come in your mapping in exams. USA, Indonesia, Canada, Guatemala, Mexico, Japan, Russia, Peru, and Philippines. I hope you're writing and making notes. Volcanic eruptions happen when lava and gases are discharged from a volcanic vent. Volcanic eruption occurs when temporary food eruption often causes, volcanic eruption often causes temporary food shortages, and volcanic ash landslide are called lahar. Lahar. This is a very important term for us. Please make pencil notes. A lahar is an Indonesian term used to describe a hot or cold mixture of water and rock fragments that flows down the slope of volcano. The most dangerous type of volcanic eruption is referred to as a glowing avalanche. Glowing avalanche. Glowing avalanche. This is a hot and large particle that erupts from the volcano and flows down the side of the volcano at a speed of perhaps 40 kilometers per hour. Moving on, when a freshly erupted magma forms a hot pyroclastic flow which has a temperature of 1200 degrees. What is a pyroclastic flow? Is a form of rock fragments from volcanic eruption explosion that the flows the surge down the flank of the volcano at a speed up to several hundred kilometers, just like a glowing avalanche. As population movement is often a consequence, the provision of safe area, shelter, water and food supplies are primordial. In general, response prioritizes temporary shelter materials, safe water and basic sanitation, food supply. So basically, volcanoes can cause a lot of destruction, food shortage, basic sanitation problem and health problems. If you breathe in the gas that is the aftermath of the volcano, it can cause various health issues. Some of the volcanic prone areas in monsoon Asia are, anyone? The places that are prone to volcanic eruption are Japan, Indonesia, Philippines and China. These four countries are very prone to volcanoes. What causes a volcano to erupt? Deep within the crust, it is so hot that some rocks slowly melt and becomes magma. Volcanoes can erupt with explosive forces, and this comes through the buildup of gas and streams which escapes from the magma. The strength of the eruption depends on the amount of gas contained in a volcano. Volcanic hazards include these followings: lava flow, pyroclastic flow, ash flow, volcanic landslides, lahar, and volcanic gases. Since magma is lighter, than the solid rocks around it, it rises, gets collected in the magma chamber. Eventually, some of the magma is pushed through the vents, fishes and surfaces on the earth. That's how a volcano is forged. This is what a lava flow and a pyroclastic flow looks like. As discussed in our notebooks, lava is a molten rock, magma that pours or oozes into the earth's surface, while pyroclastic flow are hot avalanches of lava fragments and volcanic gases formed by the collapse of lava flow or eruption clouds. There are a few new terms over here. Tephra. What is a tephra class? A tephra is a explosive explosion that erupts or blasts fragments of rocks high into the air. Large fragments fall into the ground close to the volcano. Small fragments called ashes from the largest eruption can travel hundreds of miles. Lahar, we've already discussed Lahar. Now moving on to the cross section of a volcano. We will make a cross section of the volcano and write some terms which can be helpful for your exam. The cross section of a volcano. This here is a crater. This is a vent. These are side vents. Lava flow. Dye. This is a cross section of a volcano. There are a few terms like seal, dike, laccolith that are very important for you to know and know its meanings and where they are located. Like a seal. What is a seal? A seal is a tabular sheet intrusion that has intruded between old layers of sedimentary rocks. Next, what is a sedimentary rock? What is a sedimentary rock? Are sand, limestone and shales. Those are sedimentary rocks. A laccolith. A laccolith is a type of igneous intrusion formed when magma is forced its way upwards through Earth's crust but cools and solidifies before reaching the surface. This is a laccolith. A batholith. Did we write a batholith? A batholith is a very large igneous intrusion extending to an unknown depth in the Earth's crust. A dike can be also written as this is a sheet-like bodies of magma that cuts through and crosses the layering and adjacent rock. Dike. It cuts through the layering. What are some of the impacts of volcanoes? There are positive and negative impacts. One must say, how can there be a positive impact of a volcano? But there are. Like, it increases soil fertility. Rocks formed from cooling of lava can be used for quarrying and materials. Major volcanic peaks are used as tourist attraction. Economic growth. Stream produced by geothermal activities can be used as to generate electricity. There are a few more. Community spirits can be strengthened. A negative impact of a volcano, there are many negative impacts. First being loss of life, damage to farms and decline in food production, damage to infrastructure, bridges, roads, power lines and water supplies, loss of earning and loss of earning from tourism and agriculture, destruction to vegetation, reducing the damaging effects of volcanic eruption. How can you protect yourself or be prepared in times of volcanic eruptions? Civil defense. People should be made aware of what to do during the eruption through evacuation plans, drills and survival kits. Improved methods of prediction which would indicate warning signs and help scientists forecast eruption. For example, tilt meter sampling gas emission from volcanoes, heat sensitive satellite cameras and etc. The terms that we learned today are volcanoes. What is a volcano? Is a hole in the surface of the earth through which magma is forced out. A magma is a red hot molten rock. Lava are cooled magma. So there is a difference. Magma and lava. Magma is a red hot molten rock, while lava is a cooled magma. And that's all. ed350 assignment 1.